Hello, my name is Morel Bernard, and this is Love Poetry. Yes, I love poetry. I write poetry, and I thought it'd be great to present some of my work and also the work of others taken from the past. So, firstly, I will present two of my work and then follow with six of works written from the past. My work is called here Entrepreneur Road. I looked into my eyes and saw an empty soul. Whatever happened to that person I used to know? Dreams and aspirations fading away. And that's when I realized I had to break away. It started with a single step, and then there were more. Soon I was walking outside the door. Call me crazy, stupid, and impetuous fool, leaving a job and heading for ruins. But when I looked into my eyes and the tears started to flow, I knew what was right. I knew I had to go. No more 9 to 5, more likely 9 to 9. I'm taking the next step right and then right again. I'm heading straight down Entrepreneur Road. Next one. Eve. You just instinctively know. It's like a connection to your soul. No need to question why. I'm a gal with soulful eyes. No need for a lesson to be learned. What makes me identify as a girl? The answer is plain to see. I'm Eve. Just look within my genes. My book, Women's Empowerment Poetry, is available at Amazon and on Kindle. That's Women's Empowerment Poetry, available at Amazon and on Kindle. I aim to inspire and to motivate women to believe in self. So that is the aim. Now, are women people? These are poems written from the past, in the past. A consistent anti to a sun. Look at the hazards, the risk, the physical dangers that ladies would be exposed to at the polls. Here it is. You're 21 today, Willie, and a danger lurks at the door. I've known about it always, but I never spoke before. When you were only a baby, it seemed so very remote. But you're 21 today, Willie, and old enough to vote. You must not go to the polls, Willie. Never go to the polls. They're dark and dreadful places where many lose their souls. They smirch, degrade and coarsen. Terrible things they do to quiet elderly women. What would they do to you? If you've a boyish fancy for any measure or man, tell me, and I'll tell father. He'll vote for it if he can. He casts my vote, and Louisa's, and Sarah, and dear Aunt Chloe. Wouldn't you let him vote for you, father, who loves you so? I've guarded you always, Willie, body and soul from harm. I'll guard your faith and honour, your innocence and charm, from the polls and their evil spirits. Politics, rum and pell. Do you think I'd send my only son where I would not go myself? Our idea of nothing at all. Someone said, he said, Mr. Webb, I'm opposed to women's suffrage, but I'm not opposed to women. That was anti-suffrage speech of Mr. Webb. Oh, women, have you heard the news of charity and grace? Look, look, How joy and gratitude are beaming in my face. For Mr. Webb is not opposed to woman in her place. Oh, Mr. Webb, how kind you are to let us live at all, to let us light the kitchen range and tidy up the hall, to tolerate the female sex in spite of Adam's fall. Oh, girls, suppose that Mr. Webb should alter his decree. Suppose he were opposed to us, opposed to you and me. What would be left for us to do except to cease to be? Lines to Mr. Boldie of Ohio. The women of this smart capital are beautiful, is what was said. Their beauty is disturbing to business. Their feet are beautiful. Their ankles are beautiful. But here I must pause. Oh, let us see. You, who despise the so-called fairer sex, be brave. There really isn't any reason you should not, if you wish, oppose and vex, and scold us in and even out of season. But don't regard it as your bounden duty to open with a tribute to our beauty. Say, if you like, that women have no sense, no self-control, no power of concentration. Say that hysterics is our one defense, our virtue, but an absence of temptation. These I can bear, but oh, I own it rankles to hear you maundering on about our ankles. Tell those old stories which have now and then been from the record thoughtfully deleted. Repeat that favourite one about the hen. Repeat the ones that cannot be repeated. But in the midst of such enjoyments, smother the impulse to extol your sainted mother. On not believing all you hear. Women are angels, they are jewels, they are queens and princesses of our hearts. A speech by Carter. Angel, or jewel, or princess, or queen, tell me immediately, where have you been? I've been to ask all my slaves so devoted, why they against my enfranchisement voted. Angel and princess, that action was wrong. Back to the kitchen, where angels belong. The Revolt of Mother. And after this one, I'll read you one more. Okay. Every true woman feels a speech of almost any congressman. The Revolt of Mother. I am old-fashioned, and I think it right, that man should know by nature's laws eternal the proper way to rule, to earn, to fight, and exercise those functions called paternal. But even I, a little bit rebel, at finding that he knows my job as well, at least he is always ready to expound it, especially in legislative hall. The joys, the cares, the halos that surround it. How women feel. He knows that best of all. In fact, his thesis is that no one can know what is womanly except a man. I am old-fashioned, and I am content when he explained the world of art and science, and government to him divinely sent. I drink it in with ladylike compliance, but cannot listen. No, I'm only human, while he instructs me how to be a woman. Here you are, the gallant sex. A woman engineer has been dismissed by the Board of Education under their new rule that women shall not attend high-pressure boilers, although her work has been satisfactory and she holds a license to attend such boilers from the department. But nevertheless, she's been dismissed. Here it goes. Lady, dangers lurk in boilers. Risk I could not let you face. Men were meant to be the toilers. Home, you know, is woman's place. Have no home? Well, is that so? Still, it's not my fault, you know. Charming lady, work no more. Fair you are, and sweet as honey. Work might make your fingers sore. And besides, I need the money. Pretty rest, or starve, or rob. Only let me have your job. Oh, to the past. Oh, to the past. Goodness. For those of you who are budding entrepreneurs, I will just one more time read Entrepreneur Road, written by me. I looked into my eyes and saw an empty soul. Whatever happened to that person I used to know? Dreams and aspirations fading away. And that's when I realized I had to break away. It started with a single step, and then there were more. Soon I was walking outside the door. Call me crazy, stupid, an impetuous fool, leaving a job and heading for ruins. But when I looked into my eyes and the tears started to flow, I knew what was right. I knew I had to go. No more 9 to 5, more likely 9 to 9. But I'm taking the next step right, and then right again. I'm heading straight down Entrepreneur Road, and wishing many women to walk down Entrepreneur Road. You're listening to Morel Bernard with poetry. Love poetry. Join me for the next video of Love Poetry. Join me then, okay?